We have to get to the bottom of another DM dilemma. If you have advice, give us a call or text us. Pippa writes, "Hey, y'all. I think I need to hire a private detective. My ex and I were together for over 3 years and broke up earlier this year because he was really struggling mentally. He needed some space to heal, and I respected that. And now I'm about to move and want to give him some stuff I can't take with me. But I can't get in touch with him. He shut down all his socials, either blocked me or got a new number. His mom said she hasn't heard from him in 4 months, and I am really worried. I was thinking of hiring a private detective to find him. Would that make me crazy? I just want to make sure he's okay." 601-995-1017. What is your stance, Allison?
So I understand that this DM, there is a fine line that she is walking, that a lot of this is going to look like psycho ex behavior. I am with it. But she did explain, like, they broke up because he was really struggling. He was going through a hard time. So it's natural, if they were together for years, that she still has a love for him. She still cares about him, and now he's missing. So I would say don't hire a private investigator on your own. Find one of his friends first to make sure he's maybe just not talking to his mom or something. Who knows what that dynamic is? And then go in on it together. Get the PI together.
Listen, you're talking to the mom. It's of her concern. If she's not wanting to hire a private investigator, what are you thinking? Like, that's her son. Like,
not
she
necessarily.
Would be,
like, he might have a really complicated relationship with his mom. So whenever he is really struggling, he might not talk to her for long stretches. That might not be weird. Whereas if you try to go through, like, who are the people that are closest to him, he might confide in friends more and check in with other people more.
Katie says, "Girl, move on."
Well, there is that.
601-995-1017 is our phone number. Shonda said, "Pray for his safety. I would voice the concerns to his family and friends. Unfortunately, Adam, there is moms out there that don't care." So.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, it could just be this is the dynamic that's built up throughout the years. So that's why I think you've got to team up with some people who are just as worried as you on this private detective. You can't be leading the charge as the ex.
601-995-1017. I think he has disappeared himself from her life. I think that's exactly what happened.
You think he's just ghosted her, and he's telling the mom, like, don't say anything. Yeah. He's telling the friends, don't say anything. I don't want this girl in my life anymore.
Yeah, move it right along. Move it right along. What do you think this girl should do? Should she hire the private investigator to find her ex-boyfriend?
I'm so sick of human beings at this point. Girl, just leave him be. He is a full-grown adult. It's not like he's a 13, 14, 15-year-old. If he said he needs his space, let him have his space. He's a human being. He has the right to do that. And what he decides to do in that space, whatever it may be, you don't know what he's doing. He may be in Hawaii sipping the drink. So he really can't talk to nobody right now. Leave him alone.
I want to be him right now.
Right. Other than having some psycho ex thinking about hiring a private detective to find you. Yeah, that's the only bad part. Thank you so much for the call. We appreciate you.
No problem.
Talk to you later. Have a great Tuesday. Doing a DM dilemma. Pippa's worried about her ex-boyfriend of 3 years. She's getting ready to move away. He wanted space, hasn't talked to him since, and now she's getting ready to move on with her life and wants to get some of this stuff out of her possession before she moves, and she can't get in touch with him. She is thinking about hiring a private investigator. Should she go ahead and hire the PI? She's like, his mom hasn't heard from him in a while either. I think no way.
I'm a little understanding that, like, they had a really big relationship. It ended because of maybe some struggles emotionally and mentally. So she could be really worried, and, like, maybe hiring a private investigator all on your own as the ex is a bad idea, but nobody really seems to be on the side that she should do it at all. At best, we're getting Roy and somebody else who texted in saying, call for a wellness check if you're so concerned.
Felicia is not that concerned. She says, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Y'all broke up. If he didn't need his stuff then, he doesn't need it now. Let him go. He don't want you. That's
And
harsh.
Lauren's like, hey, if you're in touch with the mom, drop the stuff at the mom's house and move on. Go about your business.
Hey, Jesse, what would you say? What advice would you have to offer?
Well, he may not want to be found. He may, he may have got better, wanted to reinvent himself, and her even looking into him may knock him back into his old state. So just leave him alone. Give the stuff to his mom.
Yeah, give the stuff to the mom. That's a good point, Jesse. We appreciate you. 601-995-1017 if you've got thoughts.
So Tamitha, who I love, she texted in and she's like, good grief. If he wanted to hear from you, he would contact you. What is wrong with people?
Jerry, what is wrong with people? Jerry's here for some outside the box advice. What you got for us, Jerry?
Something is wrong with this fella because he's playing hard to get too hard.
What do you mean? He does. I think that this girl's nuts, don't you?
I mean, maybe pistachios, but not nuts, Adam. I mean, she's not mixed nuts.
I don't know about that. She wants to hire a PI to find her ex-boyfriend. I don't know. It just doesn't. What's your advice for her?
Adam, as a single fella, I would think that you would agree with me here, man. If you've got somebody out there that really wants you and they're trying to hunt you, and you got nobody, that's better than having nobody.
So you think that he might see the error in his ways and he may reconsider the breakup altogether whenever he finds out how much love there actually is for him from her?
Yeah, you see, I didn't even think about it like that, Adam, but I'm glad you brought up this point because those struggles that you go through, they make you stronger. Mm-hmm. And if he's had no struggles since he's been without her, then his life has just been too easy, Adam, and it can't be.
All right.
Yeah.
I see totally what you're saying, Jerry. Absolutely. Go hire the PI for sure.
Yep, get back to struggling like the rest of us. Y'all be good.
Thank you. You too, Jerry. Good morning. What would your advice for PI Pippa be? Does she hire the PI to find the ex-boyfriend?
No, I would not hire a PI, but, and I know it's all jokes, but as a person who works in mental health, I do think it would be a great idea, as someone else mentioned, maybe try to rally the troops to see about a wellness check or something like that. And, she has to know the relationship between him and his family because, unfortunately, we do have a lot of people in this world who do not have people who care enough about them. Mm. And they'll be missing for, months before somebody even realizes that they're dead. So I would absolutely, just kind of speak with his family and friends, as someone else suggested.
Yes.
And let's try to do a wellness check. Let's try to at least make sure somebody has heard from him to calm her fears down, because 3 years and he's been missing for a few months, it doesn't make her crazy. It makes her concerned.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm so glad that you called to be able to share this side of it because I'm with you. Like, everyone struggles differently. She saw that firsthand in the relationship. She's saying that's why they broke up, so there's still going to be a care there. She can want to rally the troops and get a wellness check and just make sure he's okay.
But not necessarily go through the whole struggle of hiring a private investigator.
Not hire a private investigator, no. I wouldn't do that, no.
Hey, thank you so much for the call. So glad you offered that perspective. That was really interesting. Thank you.
Nope, no problem.
All right, we'll talk to you later. It's Adam and Allison on Y101. There you go, the DM dilemma. Another dilemma hopefully solved.
I think we really did solve that one.
I agree.